2021 council meeting to order. Thanks very much. I'd like to recognize our chaplain of the day, Father J. Bidenharn of St. John's Episcopal Church, invited by our very own Councilman Morgan, and the prayer will be immediately followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Father, you're recognized.
Chairman and Chairwoman and city leaders, thank you for this invitation. As we begin today, let us pray. Good and gracious God, Heavenly Father, we ask that you would send down your Spirit on those who are in the City Council. Give them a spirit of wisdom and charity and justice, that with steadfast purpose they may faithfully serve in their offices to promote the well-being of all people. Heavenly Father, in the city of Memphis, give us a spirit of unity and drive this pestilence far from our city. Give us a sense of purpose this day as we acknowledge your presence. It is in the name of your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ, that we offer this prayer. Amen.
Amen. Turn and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Councilman Morgan, you're recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And we have a resolution and a gift for Reverend Bidenharn. And I think many people just affectionately call him Jay for a number of reasons, not only his personality, but the difficulty of his last name. I had the pleasure and the privilege of, he will always be a large part of my life because he is the Reverend that married my wife and I last year, right at the beginning of the pandemic as everything began to come down, and is the home, or I guess is the lead pastor, rector of my home church, St. John's Episcopal. He has been in Memphis. He is a son of another town, but we are blessed to have him at St. John's and very fortunate to have him in the city. And can't thank him enough for his impact and presence in both the community and my life. So thank you all very much for allowing him this opportunity today. And thank you, Reverend Jay.
Thank you, Father Jay. Thank you, Father Jay, for leading us and starting us off on the right path today. Moved by Morgan, seconded by Colvett, no, without objection, passed. Madam Comptroller, please call the roll.
Councilmember Canale.
Here.
Carlisle. Here. Easter Thomas. Ford. Johnson. Jones.
Here.
Logan. Morgan.
Here.
Robinson. Smiley.
I'm here.
Vice Chairwoman Swearingen.
Present.
Warren. Chairman Colvett.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much, Madam Comptroller. Madam Vice Chairman, have you read our meeting minutes for July 20th?
I have read the minutes and find them to be in order, and I move for the adoption of the July 20th meeting minutes.
Would you do so electronically? There you go. Second. Moved by Swearingen, seconded by Jones. I see Councilman Carlisle in the queue. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to remove item number 7 from the minutes and have that item reconsidered on the floor.
You've asked to remove item 7.
Yes, a resolution approving a special use permit located at 2906 Old Austin P Highway containing 0.27 acre in the commercial mixed use district. 3, this resolution is sponsored by the Division of Planning and Development.
All right, you wish to pull that item. Let's separate the question. Do you have any objection to the remaining meeting minutes?
No, sir.
Without objection, all right, cast your, let's go ahead and pull up screen, cast your votes for the previous meeting minutes with the exception of item 7.
Canale, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes.
Councilmember Ford also yes.
Councilmember Ford is a yes. Councilman Carlisle, we come back to you on the former item 7. I assume you want to hear that case today, or do you want to hold it for further discussion?
I think it's time to hear that case and have the body take a vote.
All right. Are the case members here?
No, Mr. Chairman, we heard from the members, and I think what I would call a lively presentation discussion last time. This body is unanimously approved in committee. Oh, nope, that's not true. With one dissension in committee on a moratorium, and so I think it's proper to go ahead and have a vote on this item. And I'll have, I'd like to allow for my colleague, Councilman Logan, to speak as well for the single member district on this item. But after our meeting and remaining this back to Land Use Control Board, I received several emails in response from the community, and they'd like to see this item voted down.
All right, without objection, we're now hearing item 7 from the previous meeting. Let's go ahead and get a motion on the floor. You have an objection to hearing it? Yes. It's not been seconded. Screen. All right, it's been moved, properly seconded. We're in discussion on item 7. Do you wish to be recognized? You just object to hearing it meeting? You'd like to hear it in 2 weeks?
Like to hear it in 2 weeks. I just have a hard time hearing it. At least allow them opportunities to say a few words before we tell them no. At least let them say something.
Fair enough. Councilman Carlisle, are you okay with that friendly amendment that we hear in 2 weeks?
I think that Mr. Thompson spoke a lot of words, as did my colleague, Councilman Smiley, last time. And I think that this has been adjudicated here pretty, maybe a misappropriate use of that term, but this case was heard. Mr. Thompson made his case. We remanded it back to Land Use Control Board, but in reality, a presentation's taken place. Community had 2 meetings on it. They're vocally opposed to it. And so by holding it another 2 weeks or remanding it back to Land Use Control Board, I don't see the point. This body voted almost unanimously to put a moratorium on in place. So let me say it this way. No one in that area wants a used car dealership. So that's basically what we're voting on is, do you want a used car dealership or not?
Okay, question asked, question answered. So this was the case that we remanded back, correct, to land use? Okay, now I'm with you. Let me go through the queue just to follow. Council Lady Johnson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chair. I, too, am concerned about proper presentation on the issue. If this is what's a concern that you wanted to bring back up, you could have notified, I guess, the owners of the property, at least allow them to have some type of representation here. But for us to just not accept it on the minutes and then bring it back up and vote on it differently, I don't think that's fair. I mean, everybody needs to be treated the same, and I just wouldn't imagine being treated like this when they had no idea that this was going to come back up. Thank you, Chair.
Council Lady Johnson, are you moving to amend this to hold it for 2 weeks?
Yes.
All right. I have a motion to hold. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Hang on. Let me catch up, guys. Johnson.
How do you put it?
I tell you what, hold on your hold.
Okay.
Council Lady Logan wishes to be recognized. You okay with that? Sorry about that. I'll get to your hold in a second. Council Lady Logan, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chair. As my colleague stated, it's a matter of the community saying what they wanted, and we've already been through the process. We went through the process and we heard the complainant, we heard the applicant's representative. We have yet to hear from the applicant, but we have heard from the applicant's representative, and we heard from the constituents on several occasions, and they do not want it. And since that meeting, they've continued to enforce that. And so I agree with my colleague in that it's time to vote. They're not going to change their minds. And it is in District 1. We've been to all of the community meetings. As we said before, I'd just like to call for the vote.
Council Lady Johnson, you're recognized again. Do you still wish to hold?
I still wish to hold. Again, I would want everybody to be treated the way I would want to be treated. If I left out of here last week believing that this was placed on hold, that's what I believe that this committee voted on that. Thank you.
All right. Out of respect, they let you speak, so I went back and I got a hold. I have a proper second by Councilman Smiley. We're now debating the hold. Councilman Smiley, do you wish to be recognized?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. it seems a bit underhanded and disingenuous for this body to vote publicly to take a particular action, and when the individual's representative is not here, we take an opportunity to do something that we know for sure they don't know anything about, because we know we can get it through this way. I think it's only fair to give them an opportunity to say something. If we know we're going to vote it down, I would want an opportunity to say something. I think in the court of law, we call it due notice. Give them due notice. And then we can take an action. If any judge, if this was circuit court, the judge would say, have we talked to the property owners? If this was general sessions court, the judge would say, go send notice to the owners. Give them notice, let them come back. And if this body deems it advisable to vote it down and say, not in Raleigh, let this body make the decision. But we don't do anything that seems to be underhanded. We talk about transparency. Where's the transparency in this process? Especially the way we voted publicly the last council meeting. So it just doesn't seem right. And, you know, I'm with Councilwoman Johnson on this.
All right, thank you, Councilman Smiley. Councilman Carlisle, you wish to debate the whole?
Sure.
You're recognized.
That's why we have court of laws. We are not in the court. And if the applicant wishes to file in Chancery Court, he has that right. And so the judge can say that we acted with improper authority. But if this body believes that Mr. Thompson is going to present any evidence whatsoever, then he's already presented that's going to change the outcome of this body, then vote no or vote to hold it. But I'm going to tell you right now, after the 10 minutes that he was up there, I don't think I heard a single thing that's going to change my mind about where the people of Raleigh are on whether or not they want a auto sales use at that property. And so, Mr. Chairman, I see Councilman Jones in the queue. And with that, I would call the question after Mr. Jones. I would move the previous question on the hold.
Recognize Councilman Jones.
So are you pulling the hold?
He's opposed.
On the hold. I don't know if a hold will change my mind on anything. It probably will not. But just for the sake of what we know is due process, I think that we should hold this for 2 weeks, allow the applicant to come in. They may be able to, I doubt if they'll be able to sway me. I think my mind is made up. However, I think that everyone that's, just in the sense of fairness, I feel that the applicant should be able to present what could be a last-ditch effort. May not sway me, it may sway somebody on here, but I think that we as a body should afford that to the applicant. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilman Jones. Council Lady Logan, since you're a single district rep, I'll recognize you and then we're voting on this.
Thank you, Chair. And I'd just like to say that the additional time would give the representative additional time to continue to misrepresent things that have been said by myself as well as the community. And so knowing that this is happening is why I don't see giving time as being needed or prudent in this regard. Like my colleague said, it may not change his mind. It's not going to change our mind. It's not going to change their mind, but it has given time for misrepresentation of what I've said and what the community has said to people in the community. And so that is one of the reasons why, another reason why I don't see continuing this on and on.
Thank you, Council Lady Logan. There being no further members in the queue. This whole move was made by Johnson, seconded by Smiley. Can we have special item number 1? So a yes vote is to hold for 2 weeks. A no vote is to, I guess, vote on it right now. So yes. No. Confirmed. Yes is a hold. No as we hear it right now. This one's going to be interesting. Please show the screens.
Canale, no. Carlisle, no. Easter Thomas, no. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, no. Morgan, no. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, no. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Okay, the hold fails. We're back to the original item 7, which I believe was moved by Carlisle, seconded by Morgan. All right, is there any further debate on that? Seeing no other members in the queue seeking recognition, I assume you're ready to vote on special item number 2. A yes vote approves the project. Item 7, a no vote kills it. Simple enough? Prepare the screen.
Please repeat the the motion.
We're back. Oh, the mover is Carlisle, seconded is Morgan.
Thank you.
This is special item number 2. A yes vote approves the project. A no vote terminates it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Prepare the screen. Cast your votes. Yes vote approves the project, and no vote terminates it. Logan wants to terminate it. Please present.
Canale, no. Carlisle, no. Easter Thomas, no. Ford, no. Johnson abstained. Jones abstained. Logan, no. Morgan, no. Smiley abstained. Swearingen, no. Chairman Corbett, no.
All right, that item passes and the project is terminated. Okay, that was fun. All right. Welcome to the August 3rd, 2021 regular meeting of the Memphis City Council. Notice the meeting was placed on the City Council webpage regarding how the public may electronically access the meeting and/or recording of the meeting, and how to provide written comments concerning any agenda item or any other matter prior to this meeting. Public comments were to be submitted to the Memphis City Council 24 hours prior to today's meeting. Vice Chair Lady Swearingen will read those comments at the appropriate time. She will only read those comments that include the requisite information, which was the person's name and address. Incomplete comments or those received late or have slanderous comments will be stricken, but sent to the council records and placed in the file. Any comment cards submitted for planning and zoning cases will be included in the record, but will not be read aloud today because the debate for planning and zoning cases will be held in person. If you wish, before we talk our hold items, are items 2, 7, 8, and 32. Items 2, if you're here for items 2, 7, 8, or 32, we're holding those for 2 weeks. 26, 24, and 26 are held. Item 4, item 6 are also held. Item 1 is a go. We're hearing item 1, correct? Thank you. Okay, so let's repeat just for those of you turning in. Item 1, item 2, item 4, item 6, item 7, item 8, and item 32 are to be held. If you're here for those cases, no need to stick around. Are items 27 and 28 being held? 27. I've got a hold, yeah, we already renounced item 8, we're good. And are we holding item 27?
I don't know.
No, it's engineering ceiling, so I think we're fine. If we need to hold, I'll accept the motion. I must have got the wrong one. At some point, we just throw away all the old ones. All right, so no objection to the holds, we're good. Thank you. All right, what do we have to discuss today? Let's go with Madam Comptroller, call item 3.
Item number 3 is a resolution approving the Untitled Plan Development at the subject property located at 1427 North Germantown Parkway. This resolution is sponsored by the Division of Planning and Development. The case number is PD 21-24.
Thank you very much. Councilman Canale, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The committee met recommended approval, and the applicant is on hand for any questions, and so is staff. With that, I move it to the floor, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. It's been moved by Councilman Canale, seconded by Councilman Carlisle. Seeing no members in the queue, I assume you're ready to vote on item number 3. Please prepare the screen. As amended. get the script.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes.
Foul.
Chairman Colvett, yes. Vice
Right.
Chairwoman Swearingen, yes.
That item passes. Thank you. Call item 5.
Item number 5 is a resolution approving a special use permit at the subject property located at 3543 Covington Pike. This resolution is sponsored by the Division of Planning and Development. The case number is SUP 21-15.
Councilman Canali.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The committee met, recommended approval on this. The applicant is on hand, and so is staff. Anyone have any questions? With that, I move to the floor, Mr. Chairman.
Chair.
I need a second.
Smiley.
Electronic. I've got a motion by Canali, seconded by Morgan. I see Council Lady Johnson in the queue.
Yes, Chair, I need to recuse myself on this particular item, please. My husband is the representative.
All right.
How did I get it up?
Show Council Lady Johnson is recusing herself. Council Lady Logan.
Thank you, Chair. Because I am an elected city council person, I have the duty to disclose any conflict of interest in any proposal about to be voted on. However, I declared that my argument and my vote answer only to my conscience and my obligation to constituents and to the citizens this body represents. I am personally acquainted with the applicant of this item. He is my accountant. However, I do not have a direct or indirect financial interest in this project and see no reason to recuse myself from voting on this item. Thank you, Chair. You're back.
Thank you, Council Lady Logan. Just as a reminder, colleagues, this item has same night minutes. Seeing no other members in the queue, it's moved by Canali, seconded by Morgan. Please cast your votes on item 5. Thank you.
Canali, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Johnson, recused. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item number 6.
Yes.
Carlisle is a yes. Thank you very much. Call item 6.
Item number 6 is a resolution approving a special use permit for planned development. Excuse me.
My apologies. Item 6 is a hold.
That's okay. I can't hear you. Where are we going?
All right. Hang on, guys. Yeah. Take us to item 35, please.
Sure.
Yeah, y'all going to go that way. I'm going to go this way.
Item number 35 is a resolution exempting a proposed gas station and convenience store located at 3597 Winchester Road, District 3, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by Councilwoman Logan.
Mr. Chairman, the committee met, recommended approval, and I so move.
Thank you very much. Been moved by Councilman Canali, seconded by Councilman Morgan. I see no members in the queue. I assume you're ready to vote on item 35. Please prepare the screen.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, abstained. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, abstained. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Please call our consent agenda.
Item number 9 is up for second reading. All council districts. It's ordinance number 5793. It's sponsored by the Division of Public Works. Item number 10 is also up for second reading. It affects all council districts. The ordinance number is 5794, and it is sponsored by Councilman Warren. Item number 11 is also up for second reading. It affects District 5 and Super District 9. This ordinance is sponsored by the Division of Planning and Development. The case number is Z2105. The ordinance number is 5791. Item number 12 is also up for second reading. This ordinance is sponsored by the Division of Planning and Development. The case number is RC 21-05, ordinance number 5792. Item number 13 is a resolution accepting Green Dot Public Schools Phase 4 Ross Road widening and authorizing release of bond. The contract number is CR 5325. Item number 14 is a resolution accepting plat and improvements for Cordova Ridge Plan Development Phase 12, Shelby County, Tennessee, 09-302 CC, and release of the bond. The contract number is CR 5338. Item number 15 is a resolution accepting plats and improvements for Woodland Hills 2 Plan Development, part of areas 4, 5, and 6, and release of bond. The contract number is CR 5366. Item number 16 is a resolution accepting plat and improvements for Holmes Mineral Wells Plan Development, Phase 16, part of Parcel A, and release cash bond held as security. Mr. Chairman, that concludes our consent agenda items.
All right, thank you very much. It's been moved by Councilman Jones, seconded by Councilman Smiley. See no members of the queue. I assume you're ready to vote on our consent agenda.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Please call our fiscal consent agenda.
That would take us to item number 17. There was a resolution to accept, allocate, and appropriate grant funds in the amount of $1,192,500 from the State of Tennessee Office of the Secretary of State, Tennessee State Library and Archives, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Library Services. There is a request for same night minutes. Item number 18 is a resolution to accept and appropriate grant funds from the Department of Health and Human Services in the amount of $3,900,000 to be used for improving health literacy, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Fire Services. There is a request for same night minutes. Item number 19 is a resolution to accept funds in the amount of $2,750 from Kiwanis Club to support 2021 summer camp, all council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Park Services. There's a request for same night minutes. Mr. Chairman, that concludes our fiscal consent agenda items.
Thank you, Madam Comptroller. It's been moved by Councilman Jones, seconded by Councilman Canale. I see no members of the queue. Assume you're ready to vote on our fiscal consent agenda. Please prepare the screen. And cast your votes.
Canale, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Let's go to item 36.
Item number 36 will take us to our add-ons. It's a resolution to amend the council FY22 grant allocations. This resolution is sponsored by Councilwoman Swearingen, and there's a request for same night minutes.
Thank you very much. Councilman Morgan, you're recognized. Councilman Morgan's not with us. Get used to running, babe. Get used to running.
Committee met recommends approval, and I so move.
All right, been moved by Morgan, seconded by Smiley. Seeing no members of the queue, I assume you're ready to vote on item 36. Please prepare the screen.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item 37.
Item number 37 is a resolution to amend the council FY22 grant allocations. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Ford and Smiley. There's a request for same night minutes.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Committee met recommends approval, and I so move.
Been moved by Councilman Morgan, second by Council Lady Logan. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on item 37. Please press the screen.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item 38.
Item number 38 is a resolution to allocate and appropriate CIP PK 01032 FY22 funds for the Ed Rice Community Center in the amount of $4,800,000. District 7, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by the Division of Parks and Neighborhoods. Request for same night minutes.
Council Lady Logan.
Thank you, Chair. The committee met recommended approval, and I so move.
Electronically, please.
Oh, yeah.
Been moved by Council Lady Logan, second by Council Lady Easter Thomas. Seeing no members in the queue, I assume you're ready to vote on item 38. Please prepare the screen and cast your votes.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item 39.
Item number 39 is a resolution imposing a moratorium on the issuance of certain project authorizations on Old Austin P Highway, District 1, Super District 9. This resolution is sponsored by council members Warren, Canali, Carlisle, Logan, and Morgan. There's a request for same night minutes.
Thank you very much, Councilman Canali.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The committee met recommend approval, and I so move.
It's been moved by Councilman Canali, second by Council Lady Logan. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on item 39. Please prepare the screen and cast your votes.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, no. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, no. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Please call item 40.
Item number 40, requesting administration to reinstate.
That's you're holding the amended motion.
I would like to read a revised caption, please. The resolution is requesting the Health Department to reinstate a mask mandate in the city of Memphis. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Jeff Warren, and there's a request for same night minutes.
Thank you very much. May I have a motion? Second. Been moved by Councilman Smiley, seconded by Council Lady Easter Thomas. Councilman Smiley, you're recognized.
I just wanted to be added as a co-sponsor to this. I moved to amend. I think this is something that this body should be strong advocates for. The Delta variant is real. The hospitalizations are increasing. One of our own council members is out, and another council member is quarantining. So I think this is something we should take serious, and hopefully that the majority of the people on this body would join me and Dr. Warren in co-sponsoring this particular piece of legislation. It's serious.
We undertakers over there, we don't want y'all right now.
All right, hang on. Yeah. All right, time out, guys. Val, clear the screen, please. I need a cue. There we go. All right, Councilman Smiley, this is as amended, basically to the health department, correct? Not the mayor.
So it's amended correctly. It asks the Shelby County Health Department to reinstate the mask mandate, but if you look at the last line of it, it also says, "And the City of Memphis administration to do whatever is in its power to aid in the effort to reinstate a mask mandate."
All right, thank you very much. Councilman Carlisle, you're recognized.
Thank you. And I'd also add, and the county mayor, it needs to be a joint effort. I mean, Mayor Harris as well. I mean, it's his health department. He needs to be a part of this. And I'll just make a brief statement. You know, I agree with what my colleague said. I understand what the task force is going through. I have 3 children that are under the age of 12 and cannot receive a vaccine. And so it's incredibly scary as a parent that legislative bodies are intervening to tell local municipalities what's in their best interest when it comes to their public health needs, especially when it's not a one glove fits all. My son was away at a summer camp. They had 1 outbreak. They had 3 or 4 kids in his cabin alone of 8 that were infected, and 2 of them had severe fevers and were bedridden for over 5 days, and they're 8-year-old boys. So this idea that the Delta variant is anything like we've seen before is nonsense. It's a very, very scary situation. And I recognize that if you're in the general public and you're saying to yourself, well, I've been vaccinated, we appreciate you. And it's really unfortunate that we're having this conversation that for whatever reason, other people won't get vaccinated. But again, if you chose and made the decision to do the right thing and get vaccinated, you know, we hate to be in this position, but we have to ask you to do the right thing again and wear a mask indoors until we can flatten out the curve. I know it's not a place anyone wants to be, but you know, for me and for my family, that's one of the reasons that I want to do it, and also for my neighbors. And so I support this, and it's just unfortunate that we find ourselves here. So please go get vaccinated. Thank you, Chair. I yield.
All right, thank you very much. Council Lady Easter Thomas, you're recognized.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor. And just to reiterate what my colleague just said, we have thousands and thousands and thousands of children about to return to school within the next week. And so this is just, seems like a great gesture as far as just keeping the safety and the health of our most vulnerable, another population of our most vulnerable in hand. So just want to be added as a co-sponsor.
Thank you very much, Council Lady. Councilman Ford, you're recognized.
Thank you. I know this really needs to be a joint. Edmund, y'all having a meeting tomorrow? I'd like to give him a copy where you can take it over to the county side and tell them to do the same thing what we're doing. Please. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Councilman Morgan. You're recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I hate that we're here again, and I'd ask everybody just to continue to operate with a little bit of grace and humanity as we think about the people that are being affected by this. And it's not overly burdensome to mask up again. We've done it before. I think we can do it again with success. And remember, it's not only, COVID, I guess, COVID is not only affecting people being diagnosed with COVID. We only have so many hospital beds. We only have so much room in the ICU. And if they're being filled with people that are getting the Delta variant that haven't been vaccinated, that's resources and space that is taken away from other patients in the hospital that also need those ICU beds. So it has a greater health impact than just that individual who may get the Delta variant or the COVID virus. So thank you very much. And I think this is good and in the right place, the way we've reworded it to be a request to the health department. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Morgan. Council Lady Johnson.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to be added as a co-sponsor, and I too recognize the importance of wearing masks, and I think we need to emphasize it as much as we can and as often as we can to everyone, just as well as get the vaccination as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. So maybe we can clear the queue a little bit because we have our Council Lady Logan. If you are not currently a co-sponsor, raise your hand if you wish to be a co-sponsor. Make sure if you're not already a co-sponsor, raise your hand to be added as a co-sponsor. I see Vice Chair Lady Swearingen, Councilman Jones, Council Lady Logan, Councilman Canali, and Councilman Smiley. We're kind of down to everybody. All right. Did we catch all that? Jones, Logan, Canali, Johnson, Smiley, everybody. All right, we good? Everybody wants us co-sponsors, raise your hand. We got Council Lady Easter Thomas. All right. Before we go to a vote, colleagues, I have gotten a lot of angry comments from not angry people, but frustrated people that we're going to possibly go back to a mask or even tougher crackdown, for lack of better words. Do not be angry. Do not be frustrated. We can do this together if we mask up. It is up to all of us at this point to band together to wear our masks. We got to do this together because it can get worse. We're seeing some spikes that are really troubling. So please, everyone, if I wasn't speaking right now, I'd be masked up too. Wear your masks. I strongly support this. That being done, you wish to be recognized? We're good. Councilman Ford, you wish to be recognized? We're good. Seeing no other members in the queue, it was moved by Smiley, seconded by Easter Thomas. Cast your votes on item 40.
Canali, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item 41.
Item number 41 is a resolution to submit the Wellhead Protection Proposed Ordinance to the Land Use Control Board for review and recommendation. All council districts. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Ford. There's a request for same night minutes.
Thank you very much. Been moved by Councilman Jones, second by Councilman Smiley. Councilman Smiley, you're in the queue. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is another resolution that I would like to be added as a co-sponsor. I think this has been properly vetted by our esteemed council, and I think this puts us in the best position to do everything that we've been talking about for a long time, which is protect our wellhead and make sure we do what we can to protect our sand aquifer. I think this potential ordinance is, and I hate to be so direct, far superior to anything we've seen before. So I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor, and I hope we all vote unanimously to approve this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Add Councilman Smiley as a co-sponsor. Please add me as a co-sponsor. Anybody else wish to be a co-sponsor? We're good. I see no, moved by Jones, seconded by Smiley. Seeing no other members in the queue, assume you're ready to vote on item 41.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Morgan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Please call our MLG and W fiscal consent agenda. Before you do that, Madam Comptroller, staff, did I catch all the same night minutes for today? Confirmed. I can't. There's one in the consent agenda. All right. Call the MLG and W fiscal consent agenda, please.
Item number 20 is a resolution approving change number 1 to contract number 12309, formerly purchase order number 7021873, 7023165, and 07249334. Burritos Net Backup Maintenance with Thomas Consultants, Inc., in the funded amount of $165,951.58. Item number 21 is a resolution awarding a purchase order to MSM Solutions for mobile handheld computers in the amount of $112,720.05. Item number 22 is a resolution approving the position for a computer software specialist 3. Item number 23 is a resolution awarding contract number 12186, Family Medical Leave Act to Unum Group in the funded amount of $77,568. Item number 24 is a resolution approving contract number 12313 between Memphis Light Gas and Water Division and A&R Pipeline Company in the amount of approximately $5 million for 4 years, effective April 1st, 2022, and ending March 31st, 2026. Item number 25 is a resolution approving change number 7 to contract number 10614, Bloomberg Data License and Maintenance Agreement with Bloomberg LP in the funded not to exceed amount of $73,200. Item number 26 is a resolution approving change number 4 to contract number 11982, rental equipment insurance coverage with Clay and Land Insurance Incorporated in the funded amount of $23,000. Item number 27 is a resolution awarding a purchase order to Engineered Sealing Components LLC for polyvinyl chloride PVC conduit in the amount of $318,925.70. Item number 28 is a resolution awarding a purchase order to Stribling Equipment LLC for a diesel-powered crawler tractor with a blade in the amount of $116,895.84. Item number 29 is a resolution awarding a 24-month purchase order to Automotive Tool Group for fiber optic ground wire in the amount of $555,012. And item number 30 is a resolution awarding a purchase order to Howard Industries, Inc. for 3-phase overhead distribution transformers in the amount of $403,629. Mr. Chairman, that concludes our MLGW fiscal consent agenda items.
All right, thank you very much. Been moved by Councilman Smiley, second by Council Lady Johnson. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on the MLGW fiscal consent agenda. Cast your votes.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Kodet, yes.
Thank you very much. That item passes. Call item 31.
Item number 31 on our regular agenda is a reappointment to the Memphis Alcohol Commission of Jarrett Johnson.
All right, Councilman Carlisle.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The committee recommends approval, and I so move.
Been moved by Councilman Carlisle, second by Council Lady Johnson. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on item 31. Please prepare the screen. Thank you.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Kobat, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item 33.
Item number 33 is a resolution approving the sale of 1068 East Mosley Avenue, parcel ID number 02008900027, Memphis, Tennessee 38105, District 7, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by General Services.
Thank you very much, Councilman Smiley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Committee may recommend approval, and I so move.
It's been moved by Councilman Smiley, second by Council Lady Johnson. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on item 33. Please cast your votes.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. That item passes. Call item 34.
Item number 34 is a resolution requesting a comprehensive traffic study of incorporated parts of Cordova, Districts 1 and 2, Super District 9. This resolution is sponsored by Councilman Carlisle, Colvett, and Smiley.
Councilman Smiley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The committee may recommended approval, and I so move.
Been moved by Councilman Smiley, second by Council Lady Logan. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on item 34. Please cast your votes.
Canali, yes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Swearingen, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. Jones is a yes, please.
Councilmember Jones, yes.
Thank you very much. That item passes. Madam Vice Chairman, can you read us the same night minutes and move them, please?
Same night minute items are 5, 15, 17, 18, 19, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. And I so move.
Need a second. Been moved by Vice Chair Lady Swearingen, second by Councilman Carlisle. Seeing no members of the queue, assume you're ready to vote on same night minutes. Please cast your votes. And then you're ready. Yep. Are you?
That, this vote that I am calling is recording the votes for the same night minutes.
We good?
Yes, thank you, sir. Canali, yes, for the same night minutes. Carlisle, yes. Easter Thomas, yes. Ford, yes. Johnson, yes. Jones, yes. Logan, yes. Smiley, yes. Chairman Colvett, yes.
Thank you. Same night minutes are approved. Madam Vice Chairman, please read our letters to the council.
We have one letter from Joe Kent, 5111 Flamingo Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38117. The Spooner rip off everyone. They bully and rip off small business by systematically botching overtime and workforce development systems, institutionally rob the community of their public university, spend excessively on downtown public parking and excessive abatement corporate taxes. It is especially interesting how, following the big story defeat of dissolving the Depot Board of EDGE meeting, that governmental consolidation took over the news cycle. This is because before us, we have yet another formally documented example, the Depot Board and Inner City Economic Development occurring under lacking city council oversight. This is especially egregious after it was Depot Board that funded EDGE into existence. At this point, not sure how the EDGE reform vote came out earlier today, but not long ago I had to endure EDGE Board testimony of Jack Salmons getting a tax abatement for $14 per hour jobs that were going nowhere while ripping off the taxpayers with a tax abatement. The only pathway to restoring civic competitiveness is the elitists on the hands and knees of $1.5 billion into public coffers. So start punking elitists. Signed by Joe Kent. This concludes the comments for today, Chairman.
You didn't think we'd have any fun today, did you? All right, I got everything on the agenda. We're done. All right, colleagues, I want to clarify one thing. On item 40, the mask mandate, we did agree to include the county mayor as a friendly amendment. Without objection, just making sure I got that right. Cool. That being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved. See you next time.
Good job, Chair.